Alrighty, good evening and welcome everyone to the Down to 1 1.2 Update Cup on GoGoGadget, and we are rolling out on the start here. We've just played the warm-up round. It was a pretty intense one, actually. Ended up with Blade K taking it out with a new weapon, the MP40. It's been added in this 1.2 update, and I've got to say, things are looking pretty smooth right now. Great performance improvements in 1.2, new graphical improvements. We've got some sexy new textures, great new ambient occlusion, a bit of new color correction. Update 1.2 has got it all. So let's go ahead and run through our players in today's weekly cup. It looks like just another fat memer. Familiar face. He's going to be looting up Aras at the moment. He's got himself a crowbar. We've got Timekeeper still in the Northern Outlook. Oh, and it looks like we've got an early fight here between Xander. Xander there just taking out his opponent with a crowbar. And that is going to be Wooty Boy 3 going down very early on there. And Xander obviously feeling a little bit sorry that he managed to take Wooty Boy out so early in the cup. But, well, that's what happens when you when you encounter each other early on and one of you has a crowbar, the other doesn't, unfortunately for Wooty Boy. So Xander's going to be happy about that one. In the meantime, though, Blade K going to be over here in Aras, and he's got an M4. It is in worn condition though, so only 11 bullets. He can't really afford to kind of spray with this one. Needs to hit those shots pretty accurately, and of course that's going to be harder because when a weapon is in worn condition, it is not as accurate. So not going to be too great. Oh, actually, I think I can hear some. Oh no, look at that. Xander has just gone down there as well. So another crowbar kill barely 2 minutes into the round. Look at that. Aras is a deathmatch area right now. Just about. And Xander puts the same frowny face into chat there that Wooty Boy put. But we might be seeing another kill in Aras before 3 minutes at the moment. Because right now we've got Blade K. He might be able to hear whoever this is in the house, and in fact he is going to be hearing that. He's going to be going in towards the house right now, and oh, let's flick on towards him. Blade K jumping up the top, seeing if he can identify the source of those footsteps, which he must have been hearing, but he doesn't see anyone. So whoever his target was has escaped for now, and it's looking like Blade K is not going to find them at the moment. So Blade K instead is just going to be staying up here on the roof of Aras. I think he's just heard some bushes. Oh, and yes, there we go. Sees his opponent. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. Some of those hit. Enough of them hit to take him down. And that is going to be another kill in Aras. Blade K taking down well, the crowbar man, the anonymous crowbar man. And that is actually going to be just another fat memer going down. And the flies start circling his body. Blade K is going to be happy about that. As we can see, Blade K's got himself an M4 axe, lots of food and water. He's off to a good start, but there are only 6 players left. In the meantime, Dr. Steve here is in Dota, and he's got himself 3 bandages, actually. Just uses one of them there. He's got himself a knife, a bit of ammo as well, and a blood bag. So not doing too bad overall. It would be nice if he got himself a primary weapon. Of course, or just any sort of a gun, really. That combat knife, it's going to be pretty deadly up close. But, oh, instead he finds himself a walkie-talkie, a radio even, which he may not be able to use. I'm not too sure if Dr. Steve actually has enough money because last round in the warm-up round, I did tell Dr. Steve to bet all of his cash on me. And, well, didn't quite go to plan. Thanks to a certain Xander with an L96 silenced. So right now, though, let's just focus in on Dr. Oreo. It looks like Dr. Oreo is zoning in on whoever this is over here at the dumping ground with his triple barrel shotgun. Now, of course, the triple barrel is not going to be effective at this range. It does come preloaded with buckshot rounds, and Dr. Oreo here does not have any slugs to load into it, so he's going to have to get close to his target right there, but it looks like his target has not spotted him and is instead just running up the hill while crouching. So that's a pretty funny little run there. And oh no, Dr. Oreo's seen him now. He gets out the crowbar. Oh, he tries to jump over him. It doesn't work. One shot's all it takes. And brilliant kill there by Dr. Oreo. Triple barrel, it doesn't need 3 shots to take someone out at that range. So Dr. Oreo perfectly conserves his ammo there and has a nice little drink to celebrate. In the meantime, over here at the not the dumping ground, the US base, we've got Poncho the Pig here, and he's going to be looting it up and looting up. Oh, he used the radio actually. We can't actually see in spectator mode what his radio, what kind of intel his radio is giving to him. So looks like he may have just used that up to prevent anyone else from getting that radio intel. But actually, Dr. Steve, if Steve still has that radio, then what that will have done is that will have relayed the message that Poncho requested over to Dr. Steve's radio as well. So now Dr. Steve has a bit of extra intel. And there we go. But it's looking like right now Dr. Steve has managed to drop his weapon. In the meantime, Timekeeper is coming down from the Northern Outlook, and he's actually looking pretty good himself. So... Timekeeper is going to be running over the rock there, or at least trying to. Looks like the rocks have maybe got the better of him for the moment, but with the Makarov, a bit of food, bit of water, and a radio and a bandage, he's looking pretty good. Poncho, in the meantime, is just going to be camping out the US base. I don't think we're going to be seeing anyone try and contest that from him, but instead he actually finds himself... finds himself in the dumpster, so decides to pop a few little emojis there. Good on you, Poncho. In the meantime, Blade K is going to be up here in Arras and scoping down with that M4. He has only got 4 bullets left. He might actually be seeing Timekeeper coming down from the Northern Outlook soon, but it doesn't look like he's seen him just yet. So he is going to be fairly safe. I don't think anyone else has got a sniper rifle. Oh, good. Dr. Steve has managed to get himself a G18 now. So he's got that full auto pistol. It is in excellent condition. And I think he could do with a little bit more water potentially. Bit of food as well. Doesn't have any of those ones. But in terms of a weapon now, at least he has something ranged. And Dr. Steve, of course, being the ex-BF pro that he is, will sure know how to use the G18 there. So it's everyone's favourite pistol in Battlefield for a while. In fact, probably still is. It's still a pretty solid pistol at the moment. But flicking around the place, Blade K now is going to be dropping down from his Arras perch. Going to be going down to potentially the old airfield. There's Poncho over here in the US base is still just kind of guarding it up. I mean, look at what he's got. He's got water, he's got food, he's got 2 rounds of ammunition, he's got 3 bandages. He's looking really good, as is to be expected from Poncho. And flicking around the place again now, we've got Timekeeper, who is over here in Karaborum from the looks of things. And he's making his way very slowly around, so... Not really. Okay, moving out a little bit now towards the East Valley, which is good to see. We've got Blade K, who might encounter him pretty soon, actually. Only has 4 bullets in the M4, but he does have a G18 as his sidearm, and I think that's a G18 mag in his ammunition as well. So if he just looks a little bit to the left, he might see Timekeeper. Right now, though, it looks like Blade K's focus is just looting up the town here, looting up Karaborum, trying to find himself some more primary weapon ammunition for that M4, and he's going to be trying to jump through. Yes, he does manage to jump through the window, picks himself up a nice box of food, gets some rations in there as well, and tries to walk through the door. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's eaten a little bit too many rations, but he does manage to get through the door in the end, which is good to see. Bandage as well, so he will be picking that one up, I think. In the meantime, Timekeeper actually sounds like he's taking some shots. Not too sure where from, though. And Timekeeper, he's actually not running either. He might even be crouching, is he? No, he's he just stops for a little bit to take a bit of food as the shots start coming in, but he does manage to get himself into the relative safety of this tower here in the East Valley. But let's flick around to see who was shooting him. I'm not sure if it was Blade K or not. It wasn't Poncho. Who else is around the place? Might have even been Dr. Steve, actually. So Dr. Steve has been pretty mobile, moving himself towards Karaborum right now. And as the playable area continues to decrease, we've only got 5 players left. Steve is making a little bit of noise, and these bushes that Steve's rustling in, I think Blade K might now be alerted to his presence. So that could be a little bit dangerous there for Mr. Dr. Steve. But at the moment, he is just heading into the house, looting that one up. Not going to be seeing too much there, but he does see Blade K, and he knows he's in the house. Does Blade K see Steve? I don't think he has just yet. So Steve is going to be going in towards the house right there, and finds Blade K, takes him down with a few shots from the G18. Easy as you please. And Dr. Steve now looting his spoils from Blade K. Going to be very happy about that one. So, yeah, Blade K with the, well, we won't read out in chat there, but obviously not too happy about Steve doing work on him, which is fair enough, I guess. So in the meantime, Dr. Oreo here over in the Rocky Outcrop with a damaged Vitiaz. Could reload it for another 30 rounds, but at the moment he's just sticking to the 3-round clip. And it's looking like he's going to be finding himself a few things there, but nothing too special. A few items of interest. And in the meantime, Timekeeper there is, looks like he's finally managed to, oh no, he already did have the door open. So he's going to be heading outside now. And heading down to Karaborum, where I think Dr. Steve might have been. So this could be a little bit dangerous here for Timekeeper. If Dr. Steve is still in the area, which he is. So Dr. Steve, as we can see, is right up on top there. I'm not too sure where there. And Timekeeper looks like he's looting up that tree. So Dr. Steve there coming around the side, does get some shots on towards him. Timekeeper getting dropped low. Dr. Steve takes out his second victim. There we go, and Timekeeper goes down. So, with only 3 players remaining, Dr. Steve is in here in his Karaborum house. Feeling pretty happy about himself. Soon the playable area will shut him off though, so he's got to start moving towards the Rocky Outcrop where the playable area will be finishing right now. And we can see Poncho is still very, very happy over here in the US base. Has not moved a muscle and, well, doesn't really have much of a reason to at the moment. So, Dr. Steve there. Oh no, Poncho has built a wall. So, that was actually a bit of a random guess, and that's actually lucky for Dr. Steve because Dr. Steve was almost almost outside of the wall. But right now though, Poncho is going to be still just hanging in here. Oh, and now Poncho's not immune to snakes. Okay. So the wall is going to be built, so to speak, for the next 30 seconds or so. Meantime, just flicking around the place, Dr. Steve is obviously pretty happy sitting here in this house in the East Valley, which is good to see, I think. And right now he's just kind of playing it safe. Steve obviously not really wanting to kind of move out too far. He doesn't know what weapons the other 2 players have. So, really could be anything at the moment. And I think we might just quickly restart the recording here. Looks like XSplit might be getting a little bit slow. So guys, we'll be right back with part 2 of the Down to One 1.2 Update Cup.